Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will learn about class and interfaces in Java and how we will utilize these things in our guideware. When we see it in guideware, right, we will create GoSo classes, interfaces, enhancements and structures. Now we will see what is the difference between class and interface and how we will utilize in our studio as well. For this, I have asked a question to a Copilot assistant. So I am utilizing Comet browser. This is a Perplexity AI. So I asked a question, what is interface and class in Java? So interface in Java is a type that defines set of abstract methods. That means only method declaration. That means method signatures that a class must implement but contains no actual method bodies. When we see in the example, right? So interface, we are just declaring the methods. In Gosu, we will call it as functions, right? So we will just declare methods inside an interface. That is nothing but these are abstract methods without any implementation. And when it comes to the class is a blueprint for creating object. It can include actual values like variables, properties, methods, everything we will define in the class. If we see here in example, right, to implement any interface, we need to utilize keyword called implements. So we created an interface called animal where we defined two methods. Animal can eat and it can make sound. And we created a class called dog that is going to implement an interface called animal. So whenever we are going to implement any interface, we must utilize a keyword called implements. Here we need to override methods. The methods called eat and make sound. The same thing we are doing over here. So if we see the differences, what is the purpose? It here we will specify behavior and its actual blueprint are objects. Implementation, no, it is we need to do the implementation inside class and multiple inheritance, yes, supported. It is not directly supported. Instantaneous means creating an object. This is not possible. Here we can create an objects. When we have a common behavior, right? Create an interface and utilize that behavior implementation in the specific classes. I asked a different example. Let's see. The same I think as animal eat and make sound, dog is going to implement. And when we see the example over here, right, while creating an object, we are going to create a my dog object and we are calling eat method and make sound method. We can see here we created an object of dog, but super type is animal. So that means interface is animal. We cannot create object of animal, but still we can utilize animal as super. So we can still use as a reference, type reference. Still we can call animal dot eat, animal dot make sound, but we created dog object, right? This method call will go in the dog class, not in the animal, because animal don't have any implementation itself. So I asked one more question. What happens if you are not going to override any method in the implemented class? So if you are not overriding anything, right, you must declare your class as abstract. If the class is not declared as abstract, it will throw compilation error. If this class is declared as abstract, then there is no error. Let's suppose we created an interface and you are not going to implement anything inside dog class, then it will throw compilation error. DAG is not abstract. You must override or else it will not start your server. Like this, we need to implement or else we need to declare your class as abstract. So we must override all interface methods if the class is not an abstract. Or else if you want to implement in any other classes, then you can mark your class as abstract. Let me show you example in our guideware studio. So this is one of the existing interface which I am referring. Interface, yeah, interface common metrics. We can see multiple methods over here, all property getters. We can have property getters, even functions also without any implementation. If we see, this is just declaration. This is the method. This will return date. Let me show you. If I keep, what happens? See, it is throwing error. Let me keep return null. Okay, still it is working. Basically, it will throw an error when we restart our server. I'm just reverting the change. So interface is nothing but we must have only method declarations. We can see all our method declarations only. There is no method implementation. To implement this one, we need to go any class. So in common metrics IMPL, right, we are implementing this common metrics interface. This is the implementation class. This is extending, sorry, it is implementing. When we are going to class, that is an extension. When we do interface to interface, so this is one of the interface common metrics. Let's suppose you want to add more abstract methods in another interface, we can do it. So this is another interface that is extending this common metrics interface. When we are extending interface to interface, we can utilize keyword called extends. If we are implementing in a class, then it's an implements. So in this abstract class, that means we are implementing common metrics methods, but we are missing few of methods. In common metrics, we have plenty of methods over here, property getters, but couple of things are we are not implementing. That's why we defined it as abstract. If we remove abstract, it will throw an error. See, we can see account service tier is not implementing over here. So this is itself throwing error. Account service, let me go, account service tiers, yeah. See, we are not implementing that in this class. That's why it is throwing an error. That's why we defined it as abstract. And also couple of methods we are not implementing. If you are not implementing any method, same like if I go here billing tools, okay, it is not there. I think this property is specific to this class. Even classes also we can have a methods without implementation. In that case, we need to define that method as abstract. If you define this method as abstract, your class must be abstract class. In case of abstract class, you are not going to initialize. That means you will not be able to create any object. It's like an interface only, but when it comes to the abstract class, you can have abstract methods and implementation methods. We can say function initialize. We do have some things. See, we have some few of the methods which are implemented. We have abstract methods as well. So in that case, we need to declare our class as abstract. Once you declare this abstract as a class, where you are going to implement? We are implementing in the account metrics. Account metrics is extending common metrics and also implementing account metrics, this interface. So here we are overriding. If you see billing tools, okay, interface here, property get account. If I go account metrics, we can see these things. Account, yeah, it will go over here. Even if you see the usage, right, this is the one. Read only as account. This account is being utilized over here. We are setting in the constructor. So this class is extending common metrics IMPL. Why we are utilizing extends keyword? Because this is an abstract class and where it is implementing. When it comes to the class to class or interface to interface, we will utilize keyword called extends. So this is class. That's why we are utilizing extends. This is interface and this is also interface. To utilize both of interface, we need to use keyword called extends. When it comes to the class to interface, then we must use implements keyword. If we are overriding anything from the interface, right, we will utilize keyword called override and property get. Whatever property you are going to override from your parent interface. See, this is the one we can see. Even if we want to see utilization of any property getters, right? You can click on this green button. It will go over here where it is being implemented. And if you want to see implementation, you click on here. So this interface is being implemented in couple of places: account metrics, metrics IMPL, common metrics IMPL, here and all it is implemented. So this is how we can see the utilization as well. Hope you guys got the point. Okay, what is the interface? Interface is nothing but abstract methods. So in interface, all methods are abstract only. If you are not defined as abstract also, by default it is abstract because it is interface. And in class, if you want to declare any method as abstract, you need to utilize keyword called abstract. As soon as you are utilizing keyword called abstract, you must specify your class also abstract. When one class is going to implement any interface, then we need to utilize keyword called implements, and any interface is going to utilize another interface, then interface going to extends the common metrics. And when a class you are going to implement, like abstract class you are going to implement, then it must be extends. Class is going to extends, and class to class extends, interface to interface extends, class to interface it's an implements. So these are the keywords which we need to remember when we are utilizing these concepts. And let me show you the actual example in the cost which we are utilizing. There we are utilizing a structure. So even I'm not sure what is structure. I asked AI before this video recording. So this is what I got structure. So sorry guys, structure is nothing but it is also the same. Adds helper logic derived properties, can contain implementation. In interface it is no, it is only signature, but in structure we can have implementation. It can hold properties, here no, but here we can, but it's only read only, we can't edit. Can be instantiated, that means can we create an objects, here it is no, here we can create an object as well. DB persistent, in both cases it is no. Used in via UI, yes, here it is no, but in structure it is yes. Typical usage, basically plugin service APIs we are utilizing interface, but when it comes to the rating, cost, financial wrappers, we are going with structures. It is similar to Java interface. Here it is Kotlin data class. So it is also similar like class and Java only. Here we are utilizing this cost method as a structure where we created couple of properties as abstract. That means we are not providing any implementation. Let's see the implementation where we are utilizing. So let me go. It's a PA cost dot ETI. Okay, ETX. So this is the PA cost method. We are making it as a implements interface. So here we will be having couple of columns: array, column, description, edge, foreign key. Here we can see implements interface. In this implements interface, we are utilizing this PA cost method as a interface, and we are assuming, and this corresponding implementation we are providing in the cost method IMPL. This is extending generic cost, and this is implementing PA cost. PA cost is nothing but a structure. Same, we are going with the implements keyword, and here we have overridden with the nulls because it's a generic PA cost method. In PA, we will be having personal auto cost and personal vehicle cow cost. So according to auto cost and cow cost, we will return corresponding coverage values, owing coverable and vehicle. Let me go back. See, here also we can just have constructor only. We are not implementing in PA cost method as well. Let me go and show you in the personal vehicle cow cost. So go to ETX. Okay, this is the implementation cow cost method. So this one also is extending generic PA cost. As soon as we extend this generic PA cost, we can override all this coverage, owing coverable vehicle. Okay, sorry, I'm in the same class. So this is coverage owing coverable vehicles. If you see here, we are overriding these properties, coverage, owing coverable and vehicle. We are returning personal vehicle cow. Sorry, here personal vehicle cow dot personal vehicle is nothing but owing coverable for this cost, and vehicle also we are utilizing same, or else we can return this one owing coverable also. Okay, we need to cast it as personal vehicle because however both are same only. I just add owing coverable only. Either way it is same. What is the coverage? Cost dot personal vehicle cow. So each coverage will have corresponding cost. From cost to it's a foreign key to vehicle cow again. So this is how we can utilize. Let's suppose you are not going to utilize this vehicle. Okay, you want to utilize the value which is present over here. As of now it is null, but if there is something is there, return, what I can say like this, it is there. Okay, it's not an object, it is throwing error. Let me keep something else, then underscore owner dot coverable as personal vehicle. Okay, let's suppose we have some implementation in the parent class, okay, and you want to utilize this one only. You don't want to keep again your logic. In that case, you can utilize a keyword called super dot vehicle. That means when we utilize this super dot vehicle, it goes here. Okay, we need to add a return statement because this is expecting return value. Super dot vehicle is nothing but go and refer my parent class, not here. This is how we can utilize any parent related implementation. And in anywhere you want to utilize this cost related coverage owing coverable vehicle, like on the code screen or else any forms you want to display, you have cost object. You can simply call cost dot coverage. We will easily get it. So I'm just reverting the changes which I did here, and also in generic, let me revert here as well, or else we will get error for other LOBs. Okay, moreover it's a generic PA cost only, but when it comes to the line level things, right? Yeah, we are returning vehicle, so that will throw an error. Let me go vehicle line level cost also. Let's see how it is there. So line cow cost. Auto cowcast. Yeah, we got. Let me go ETX. Here is the implementation. This one also the same. Cost method IMPL. Yeah, this one also. Here also we are going with vehicle cow cost dot auto line. But earlier what I did, cost dot owing coverable as personal vehicle, right? So when it comes to the line, owing coverable is line, auto line. So that will throw an error. So you cannot cast line to vehicle. That's why I reverted the change. Just I made change for our understanding purpose how to call our parent implementation by using a super keyword. Hope you guys understand this. What is the class interface, how to utilize parent implementation, how to extend any other class, how to extend any other interface, how to do the implementation, what is the keyword when we are overriding any methods is override keyword. Yeah, if you have any questions guys, feel free to ask in the comment section. I'll reply for it. Thank you for watching it guys. Let's meet in the next video.